guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here to my channel, go ahead and subscribe down below and hit that notification bell next to it so you guys can be notified whenever I upload in the future. So today's video, I want to share the products that I use to create this makeup look, and the main thing I want to share is the eyeshadow look that palette that I use. This palette I purchased from a app, Shophush, and I purchased this palette when they first launched the palette. And the palette is called Aphrodite by Bad Habit, and it has 18 color eyeshadows in it, and it is the dupe palette to the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. And if you guys haven't watched my previous video on, I think it's my Shophush Bad Habit haul. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of lost track. I shared that in the video that I always wanted the Huda Beauty palette, the Rose Gold. I always wanted that one, but I just couldn't see myself paying the $65, y'all. I was just like, wow, I really, really want that palette. So when Shophush launched the Bad Habit Aphrodite palette that was the dupe to the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, I went for it. And on the app at that time, it was for $10. And now I think it might be $12 on the app and the website. So I want to share with you guys the shadows. You have 18 shadows here. And this palette is so similar to the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. You got 10 matte shadows in this palette. And then you have some richly textured metallics, and also some uniquely pressed pearls shadows. And most of all, this palette is cruelty free. So yes, and now on the website, it is for $12, so I purchased it for $10. This here is the Aphrodite palette. And like I mentioned, it is the dupe to the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. So for my eye look, I went in and I used blushing for my transition shade. Blushing is here, and I don't mean that this mirror, I'm trying to hold it without pressing in. This here shade here is blushing, and the next shade that I went into Jealousy, and I deepened the crease with this one. And then I went into Seduction, and I kind of used that in my outer V area to kind of like smoke it out just a little bit. And on my lid, I used Crush, and it kind of looked like a more peachy tone. It's between like pink and peachy, kind of mixed together, Crush. And it is a beautiful shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just swatch so you see if you guys can. This here is the shade Crush, and this is what I have on my lid. And it is very beautiful. I didn't really realize how beautiful this shade was until I put it on my eyes, y'all. It's so gorgeous, and it's very pigmented, very buttery and soft. Bad Habit did a great job creating this palette. The quality of this palette is great, because I have gotten some expensive palettes and the qualities are not as good as this. So it's not like you're breaking the bank to purchase this palette, because it's very affordable with great quality. So yeah, and as for my lower lash line, I just went back and forth. I applied blushing first, what I use to do my transition, and then I went with the same in my crease and then my outer V. And for my inner corner, I think I just went into rice paper from my MAC Z palette. I think it was rice paper that I used. Yeah, it's rice paper. And I love rice paper. It's subtle, kind of, it don't have too much shimmer, but it has the right amount. Not too much, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to say it's not too shimmery, you know. But it has the right kind of, not trying to say texture, but the right, I don't know. I don't know what word I want to use for that, but it's not real shimmery, and I love it. Rice paper by MAC. And I think that was all I used on my eyes. And then I went in, I added some gel liner just on the top of my lash line by LA Girl. And for the lashes I used, they were by Miss 3D Volume Lash. They're premium 100% silk lash, and they just come in this box like this. I picked them up at a beauty supply store in Dallas. I haven't seen them here in my area, but I'm gonna continue looking because I do like these. They apply well. I have worn these maybe 5 times, I guess, and they're still holding up pretty good. And let me show you the other ones. Okay, here are the other ones that I have. These here are M364. I don't know how good you can see that. Let me these are very pretty. Kind of flirty a little bit, but I love them. I haven't tried these yet. And these next ones are M104. And the next ones are the ones that I'm wearing now, M311. And these are called Mrs. 3D Volume Lash. So yeah, these are the lashes. And for my foundation, I went back into Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation in the shade Tobacco. And then I really didn't do any highlighting today. I just left it like this. I didn't really do any highlighting. And then I did set some of my areas with my under eye area with Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I used my Lancome, what is it? I used my Lancome translucent powder 450 suede to set the rest of my foundation. And this here I have hit pan. You can tell that I really do love this. And I did kind of bronze and contour my face using the LA Girl Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Press Powder. And I have it in the shade Toffee. It's a little bit dark for me, but it's okay. It's good to contour with, either if you want to set, you know, the rest of your face. Because I'm thinking this foundation might have been a little bit off from my skin tone, but I worked it out. And for the highlighter that I use first, because I use 2 highlighters, I use this NYX Bright Ideal Illuminating Stick. And it's the shade is Sun Kiss Crush, and this here's the shade here on the here. Let me see if I don't know if the light kind of blocking it, but it's here. And I did go on top of that using my Fenty Beauty, what is it, Girl Next Door and Chic Prick Kilowatt, and I used that on top of this. So this here are the shadows here, and I just kind of dipped it in both of these here. So these two here is what I put on top. So guys, and as for my lips, I use my NYX pencil, and I just had it a few minutes ago. My NYX pencil in the shade Deep Purple. And I think I shared it in a previous, this here's Deep Purple. At the top. And then I just used my Wet n Wild lipstick in 902C. Bare It All. More of a nudish pinkish shade. And I just applied it to the center of my lips and just kind of worked it out. And I contoured my nose with just the same, I think I did with the Black Radiant Pressed Powder, Rich Mahogany. Yeah, Rich Mahogany. And I guess you guys can see that. Rich Mahogany. And everything that I blend with, I use my beauty sponge, and I prime my face with Smashbox Photo Primer. So you guys, that is what I used on my face today. And if you were wondering about this sweater here, this is a sweater that I got from Express. It's not very thick, it's not real heavy, but it's just right where you can wear it in the spring. And it's destroyed. Look, all over. And my unit here is from Hair Vivid, and this here is the, what is it, I think it's the Indian version. Here is in the length 18, and I've shared it in, I don't think I've shared this one, I'm not sure. I might have shared some pictures on Instagram, but I don't know if I've done a video on it yet, but I will soon. And it's one of my favorites. I love it. I never really wear a lot of length. I know when it get hot, I'm not really going to be able to wear this because I can't stand to be real hot, especially with something being on my head, you know, like this, and it's not your hair. But yeah, so guys, that is it. And last but not least, I did set my face with the e.l.f. matte Magic Mist and Set. And that is it, you guys. And go ahead and comment down below. Thumbs up this video, guys. And don't forget to share it as well. And again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And until next time, you all be blessed. And don't forget to be a blessing. And I will see all of you next time in my next video. Bye.